life is about 4,000 weeks. Scary, right? Happy Halloween! Thinking about our mortality can make us feel anxious and bring up questions like, am I truly living? Am I missing out? Am I loved? Am I even significant? Tonight, with all the spooky vibes around, let's talk about the fear we all feel sometimes. FOMO, the fear of missing out. And against all the rules of Halloween night, I'll teach you a counter spell to feel cozy and confident that you're living your best life. Come on in, witches and wizards, welcome and take your soft seats. For new students here, I'm Professor Sophie, your guide to practical magic here at Hogwarts. I'm here to help you deal with everyday muggle problems and teach you spells to live softer and happier lives. Before we begin, let's check your homework. Didn't expect that. That's a scary night tonight. Alright. Nearly headless Nick. Did you do yours? You forgot. You're lucky you still have your head attached. Alright, wrap yourself in a cozy blanket and soon your cups will fill with something warm. Ready? Let's begin. Today we are talking about FOMO. This is the feeling that you might be missing something important, falling behind, or not knowing enough. It often shows up when you compare yourself to others and you feel like you're not attending every event, not experiencing everything life offers, not seizing every opportunity. Imagine looking through a dormitory window and seeing Ron, Hermione and Harry dashing off to the Hagrid's hut, whispering excitedly, trying to solve the riddle. Meanwhile, you sit in your chair with your troll puzzle, convinced it's the most boring thing in the world, and you feel like life is slipping away from you right now. FOMO can make you feel restless, as if you should always be doing more. Where does this feeling actually come from? Root number 1. The role of social media. We live in a time where social media is always open, like having a window into hundreds of lives at once. Perfect lives. But what we see there is carefully curated. Imagine if Hogwarts had a magical mirror that only showed the best bits of everyone's life. Harry would be always catching the snitch, Hermione would always be acing exams, and Ron? Well, Ron would be holding the house cup every single day. That's what social media is. A kind of enchanted mirror. It reflects only the highlights, the trips, the glittering parties, the dream jobs. But you never see the owls that arrived late, the burnt cauldron, or the dreadful day when Peeves dumped a whole bottle of ink on your essay right before class. Remember? Let's be honest. We rarely see those things online. When we stare into that mirror too long, we start to think everyone's life is like a fireworks show, while ours is just boring Friday night. But the mirror lies. It hides the ordinary, the messy, the unlucky moments. No one's story is perfect cover to cover. Root number 2. Desire to belong. FOMO isn't just a muggle invention. Since ancient time, humans needed a group to survive in the wild. Being left meant real danger. At Hogwarts, it's a bit like sitting alone at the Halloween feast, while everyone else is sharing pumpkin pasties together. The same survival pool is still with us today. It whispers, go to the party, follow the trend, keep up with the others, because deep down, we all long to feel seen, connected and worthy. Root number 3. Learned patterns. From early on, we're told to move higher, climb the career ladder, achieve every goal, tick off every item on the things to do before 30s list, or even the list of life's must-dos before your story ends. We are encouraged to experience life fully, chase every opportunity, and never settle. Everywhere we turn, tiny motivational spells float around us. Just do it, don't give up, dream big, work hard. Then come the classic milestones. Raise a son, build a house, plant a tree. There is nothing wrong with striving for all these things. They have been passed down generations as markers of a good life. And we do our best. We push ourselves, we feel proud, but when the year ends and we peek into the enchanted mirror of social media, it sparkles with everyone else's achievements, perfect trips, glittering parties, dream jobs, and then it can feel like you're a squib standing outside Hogwarts, watching everyone else revel in a world that feels brighter and seems more magical than your own. Even if your year was full of hidden victories, like learning a new skill, caring for loved ones, or surviving personal storms, it's easy to forget that these things are the ones that truly shaped your life. And those victories are worth celebrating, even if you can't make a video for Instagram out of it. All these things I just told you, the social media they need to fit in, and the life milestones we're told to reach can make FOMO feel much bigger than it really is. If this belief continues, I'm not doing enough, I'm not everywhere I should be, it can slowly turn into hopelessness and depression. Feeling like life is slipping past can make it hard to enjoy the present moment. FOMO often links our value to how much we have done, where we've been, or what our feed looks like. But when life slows down, as many of us saw during lockdown, this kind of self-worth collapses. Because it was tied to achievements. Because it was built on constant activity, not on simply being. People with strong FOMO often stay busy not because they love it or have natural energy for it. For example, like constant partying, but because they are afraid of missing out. But the truth is, no one can see, do, or experience everything. The world is simply too big. Expecting ourselves to check off every box on a before I die list is unrealistic and deeply unfair to ourselves. Eventually, this lifestyle drains our energy. We overwork, overcommit, and push ourselves to stay interesting or impressive. But because this drive comes from fear, not joy, we burn out. We are left exhausted instead of fulfilled. So instead of being scared on this Halloween night, I suggest a counter spell. Does anyone know which one? Maybe Wednesday Addams would guess. Phobia? Fear of being included? No, not today at least. I'll teach you JOMO, the joy of missing out. JOMO stands for the joy of missing out. At first, it might sound like a little funny, a joy in skipping things, but it's actually one of the most freeing ideas I've discovered. While FOMO comes from fear that we are missing experiences, opportunities, or proof that we are enough, JOMO comes from choice and freedom. It's about realizing you don't need to be everywhere, do everything, or tick every box to live full and happy life. A few years ago, I read a book called 4,100 Weeks. The title a little shocked me. Even my relatives raised eyebrows. They were wondering, what kind of dark magic am I reading? But its message is really powerful. On average, human life lasts about 4,100 weeks. That's it. Accepting this simple fact gives you two gifts. Two amazing gifts. You stop blaming yourself for not doing it all, because it's simply impossible. You start choosing carefully what really deserves your time and energy. No more chasing random experiences just to tick boxes. They say people have two lives. A second begins when we realize we have only one. Then we value our own time, and every choice can carry a real meaning. It's letting go of the illusion that you must be number one at everything, all the time. Sounds wonderful, doesn't it? If you'd like to try it for yourself, here are my 5 tips to make JOMO a part of your everyday life. First of all, define your priorities. If you take away just one thing from this video, let it be this. When you stop seeking external validation and know exactly what you need, FOMO loses its power. Just like that. You can scroll online, see someone else's successes or adventures, And it won't make you feel less because you know your priorities clearly and you're living by what truly matters to you. Since now you know your priorities, every time FOMO appears, use this little check-in to guide your choices. Step 1. Notice your trigger. Question yourself. What just made me feel this way? Step number 2. Name the feeling. For example, jealousy, worry, left out, hopelessness. Step number 3. Check if it's real. Question yourself. Can I actually do this right now? Am I making it seem more exciting than it really is? Step 4. Purpose and priorities. Will this really make me happy? Am I doing this for me or just to keep up with others? Does this fit with my true priorities? Tip number 3. Seasonal idea. Since you want to live a bright, interesting life, and I absolutely encourage this, here is how I do this without pressure. Every month I write down ideas for books to read, small goals, or hygge inspired and seasonal activities, like for example autumn walks, making hot chocolate, baking apple pie. Around 10 ideas, not more. I call them ideas. Pay attention, not goals, because, well, desires are flexible. It's okay if I don't do everything, right? And demands are rigid. If unfulfilled, well, I feel catastrophic. Especially for us, FOMO people. This keeps life light, enjoyable, and stress-free instead of being trapped in constant achievement. Life naturally makes us chase new things, but it's just as important to pause and notice what we already have. I remember I was dreaming about moving to a new home, and when I finally did it, a week later, I was already thinking about things like renovation, new vacuum cleaner, ironing board. Classic human nature, right? Always reaching, rarely resting. So here are some ways to ground yourself and celebrate what's already yours. Make a photo album or a scrapbook of trips, celebrations, or cozy moments at home. Flip through it every time you need a little boost. Also, create a joy shelf, a small corner with some objects, books, or some photos that spark happy memories whenever you look at them. One more idea I have is keep a gratitude journal, even a tiny one, and write down 3 small things each day that made you smile. Doing these things, and you can come up with your own ideas, makes it easier to pause, notice, and celebrate your life as it is. Not just what's next on the list. That feeling? That's real magic. Life isn't only about the highlights, no. The small everyday moments are like plot of the book. Without them, the climax wouldn't feel as magical. Ordinary evenings, quiet routines, simple dinners, build the depth that makes the big moments unforgettable. FOMO traps us in endless comparison, leaving us feeling like we're never enough. JOMO invites us to accept limits, to focus on what matters, and to find joy in the present. As Dr. Megan Fleming says, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. It's greener when you water it. And before we wrap up, I want to share a little celebration. My sticker shop, Ozorwich, just turned 2 years old. Thank you so much for 2 years of cozy magic together and for all the wonderful reviews you've sent. I had to narrow it down to choose only one person because I want to send a little gift to you. I had to narrow it down to only those where I could see the actual photos where you decorate your planner or your laptop or even gifts. Seeing your creativity like this is honestly the best gift I could ask for. And since it's hard for me to decide on my own, I asked my classroom cat to help me. He's going to spin the magic wheel with his paw. please tap the wheel. Congratulations, right? Congratulations! If you'd like to support my channel, the shop link is in the description to this video. You know, when I think about drawing stickers for my shop, meeting you in my classroom, and playing with my cat, I realize that's actually all I want. And no fancy stuff online, no trendy experiences would ever make me feel like I'm missing out. These are my dreams, and that's the magic of JOMO. For your homework, dear students, I want you to look through the tips I gave you, especially think about your priorities. Stop chasing someone else's dreams. You have your own beautiful life. Write in the comments what triggers your FOMO. For me, it's always been scrolling through Instagram, especially on a rough day. And if today's class warmed your heart even a little, tap like and subscribe. Class dismissed, dear students. Close your books, but keep your hearts open.